So guys, I got banned from Tinder. Storytime. So 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe less than 2 weeks ago, I downloaded Tinder, right? And I pretty much use it every day. I log in once a day. I keep my account open and then I just go back and forth. Like you do with the other apps. I just check it to see if there's a new match, and I talk to my matches. Nothing weird, just regular conversations, just trying to get to know the person. My profile is pretty neutral, decent. I'm gonna put down my profile from Bumble, which is actually uh, similar to my Tinder because I made my Bumble profile first, and I just took the same pictures that I had on Bumble and I put on Tinder. And I think maybe I added two more pictures because Tinder was asking for more pictures than Bumble asks. So yeah. And then my bio, the exact same bio that I have on Bumble, I just literally copied and pasted it on from Bumble to Tinder. Uh, and then the only thing that I did not have on Tinder that I have on Bumble is my profile verified. Like I mentioned before, my Tinder account is not that old, so I kept putting it off. I was just like, I'll verify later, whatever. This is the only thing that maybe um, is worth mentioning. But then again, I don't remember that is mandatory for a person to verify their profile, as they didn't specify it. And also I come across a lot of profiles that are not verified. Yeah, so I'll show you what I have on my bio. I'll just screenshot or whatever what I have on Bumble, and then I put it on some corner over here in this video to show. So yeah. So I was talking to my matches, having a regular conversation, and I think yesterday on the let me look at the dates. Yeah, so yesterday, or the day was August 29th of the 2021. So I was only talking to one person, and the reason why I remember that is because I'm in Louisiana, and we had Hurricane Ida. What Ike? I was in Houston a couple years ago. So we had Hurricane Ida coming through. So not everybody was online. So there's only one person I was talking to, and this guy, he was like, let's talk on Snapchat, or do you have Snapchat or whatever. And I was like, no, I don't use Snapchat. And I guess that killed the conversation for the guy because he didn't seem very pleased that I did not have a Snapchat account to exchange to him. But I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was normal. So I did not think it was him. But he stopped talking to me pretty much. So I logged off. I was watching Naruto on Hulu. So I'm watching Naruto and catching up. And then this commercial, I have commercials on Hulu. So during the commercial, I was like, let me log in on Tinder and see, just to see what's up. And I open up the app. There's some weird a box like says proof that you are not a robot, or proof that you are a human, something like that, one of those stuff. So and then it says pick this object whatever. So I picked the object, right, that the prompt asked me to pick to prove that I am a human. So I picked the object, and then it says, your account is banned. And I'm like, why? So why is my account banned? So I figured maybe because the hurricane the weather's being weird, so I don't have good phone service, and maybe Tinder is being weird. So I got out, I restarted my phone, and then I went back in, and it says the same stuff. Prove that you are a human, and select this image, select the duck or whatever the animal I want me to pick. So I go and I selected it, and then it gives me the same message. You have been banned. Your account has been banned. I'm like, it's so weird. So I just go on Reddit because I use Reddit a lot. So it's like just my Tinder account has been banned. Um, and then put like Reddit, right? And I just see all these stories, a bunch of people claiming that their Tinder account has been banned for no reason without an explanation. So I'm like, let me log in on my Tinder account again. Let me try it again. So I tried like a third time, and I got the same result, telling me prove that you're human, select the image, you've been banned. So after that being done, I was like, I don't know why. My profile is decent. I don't have any nudity. I don't wear swimsuits. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for people to follow me on any other account. In fact, I only talk to people on Tinder until we meet in person. And if we vibe on that, then we are either going to continue to talk and exchange numbers, or we're just going to unmatch each other. But I pretty much, act like a real, regular human female. I don't know how else to put it. So I talk to people, try to get to know them, and if there are disagreements, like for example, like the person has a different point of view than I have, I like usually stay quiet about it, but I'm not very confrontational on Tinder because for me, this is just a stranger, and there's really no need to be negative or waste anybody's energy. So I try to keep things polite, right? So anyway, so I got on Tinder, figure out the email and to contact support or whatever, or help Tinder, go Tinder, their email contact. So I emailed them, and I was like, hey, my name is so and so. This is how I behave on Tinder. I follow your guidelines. I'm not disrespectful to people or anything of that nature. I'm not a hostile person. My profile is pretty much clean, and I've had the account for this amount of time, and I tried to log in, and I noticed that I was banned, or it says I was banned. So then they email back like a automatic response team or something, because they sent you a link for you to actually put out, kind of to put on a request through Tinder. They send you a link, you need to put on the request. Anyway, so I did that, and then they replied, they gave me like a number, a case number, like a case number. They gave me a case number, and then with that I checked the again. I got a new email. Always so we blah, blah. So we had the hurricane, so no phone service, no signal after that. No internet. So then my phone signal came back a couple hours later. So I started receiving a bunch of notifications and email. So Tinder replied, and they said something along the lines that they take the community guidelines or whatever very seriously, and if somebody doesn't respect those guidelines, they will ban them, and once you're banned, you're different saying like I'm banned forever, and they didn't say why. So I'm like, no. So I emailed them back, and I was like, well, let's give me a reason. And they were like, sorry, at this point, no further information will be, there's no further information to give. They pretty much say they're not gonna tell me why. And I'm like, email them back, and I was like, this is kind of unfair because I don't know what happened. If you claim to respect the community guidelines, you should at least give people a chance, to explain their side of story, or at least to know why you ban. Because if you're just banning people left and right, it's like kind of, it's unfair and rude. But anyway, so yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. I guess I'm going to keep on Bumble and Hinge, and guess I'm gonna have to maybe find some sort of a dating app that is substitute to Tinder, or I don't know. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm confused. And oh yeah, I did tell my brother that I got banned, and he was like, I explained to him, right, like how I just explained to you guys, how there's nothing weird on my profile. I mean, my brother knows how my profiles are because he has come across my profile anyways. We live in the same house, apartment, so there's nothing weird on my Tinder profile, and he knows that I'm a respectful person. I'm not mean or rude, at least not even to strangers. So he was confused, and he was like, maybe somebody reported you. And I'm like, the only person that I talked to yesterday before my account being banned is some guy that wanted to talk to me on Snapchat. Like, we literally matched. So I matched with that guy, right? I matched with the guy, and then so he was like, he started a conversation actually. So I'm like, yeah, this is going well, la la la. But that's been only like an hour or two after we matched, so we are like actually talking a lot. And then he was like, hey, you have a Snapchat? And I'm like, no, I don't know, I don't use Snapchat anymore. And then it's like bummer or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but I feel like it's better to keep things on Tinder, and you have you have a video chat here, you can have a virtual date, you can pretty much do whatever you do on Snapchat, you can do on Tinder. And it kind of kept complaining how it's not the same or whatever. And I was like, okay, can we not talk about Snapchat anymore? Because I don't have an account to give to you. And then he stopped talking to me after I said that. That's literally the only thing that happened before my account was banned. So I don't know if the guy didn't like that I didn't give him a Snapchat, but if that's the reason, if he's the one who reported me, it's like, then it doesn't even make sense. But anyways, I'm not here to speculate because I don't know if it's the guy who reported me. I don't know if the Tinder algorithm thought that I was a spam. I don't know. Even to the people that like sometimes tell me that, oh, I don't know, are you really real or whatever, I tell them, look, let's do a virtual date before we even talk about meeting in person. Let's just have a regular conversation on video. I'm more than willing to do that. So I have normal conversations. I don't know. So I don't know how else to prove that I'm a human and that I'm not a spam, because I talk to people like, and I don't ask them to go follow me on my Instagram or Snapchat or I don't know, whatever social media is out there. So yeah, but that's it. I was just like kind of a shocked and surprised, but apparently Tinder has been doing that to a lot of people, so which is very unfortunate. So anyways, guys, this is all that I have for you today. Well, I want to hear what is your experience with Tinder has been, if you use Tinder or if not, and why you do not use those dating apps. But see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.